All right, so we're going to do Intro 12. It's a print from the packet, and this is a good print to use to kind of wrap up everything that we've talked about up to this point. If we look on the print here, we've got some bolt circles, some holes with locations, some drilling and tapping, a couple of frames. That slot that's shown there, we're going to do that as a frame because we have a slot block in the control, but we haven't talked about it yet. So what we know up to this point would be to do that as a frame with corner radiuses. So that's where we're going to program that. I've also gone ahead and set up all the tools that are in the upper right corner just to save a few minutes of time, me not having to do that here on camera. So let's get started by starting the new program. I'm going to go to Program Manager, New, Conversational, set up some stock geometry, go to Part Setup, More, Stock Geometry. It is going to be a box. Yes, we want to manually size it. The length is 11.13 in X, 7.25 in Y, and it is a 1/4 inch thick, 0.25. Front left corner 0, so I don't need to use any reference positions to move my stock. So I'm ready to start programming. I'll go to Input, Part Programming. I'm going to start with the 4 holes in the corners and then just kind of start working my way to the right. First thing we'll do here is these holes, so I'm going to do a holes block, drill operation, center drill, 0.1 minus 0.125, using tool 1. Again, try to do this one on your own. Next hole operation is a drill, but if you do get hung up, you can come back and watch maybe how some of the math I used or how I figured out some of the information that I'm putting in here. So we're going to do the drill. Let's do minus 0.3 to break through using tool. This is a 3/8 drill. That's tool 2. And my next hole operation will be the locations. So I'll start in the bottom left corner here. That's 0.313 is my X. Now my Y, it just gives me the spacing between the two. So I'm going to have to do some math here. I'm going to have to do a 7.25 width of the part minus 6.625 distance between divided by 2. So that gives me the location of that first hole in the X. I'm sorry, in the Y. The next hole, I'll go up and do that top right or top left corner. The X is the same. The spacing will be 6.625 plus. So I was able to use that polar programming, the distance, the direction, and enter. So there's my upper left corner. Now I'm going to add the 10.5. Down at the bottom, you'll see a 10.5. So to that 0.313, I'll add 10.5 plus enter. The location in Y is correct. Now I'll do that bottom right corner. So that will be correct for the X. And my, I'm sorry, yeah, for the X, and my Y will then be the 0.3125. Again, I'm just using the Y that I found in the bottom left corner. Again, that would be the 7 1/4 minus the 6 5/8, which would give the difference divided by 2. So if we draw that real quick, we do have the holes in the corners where they're supposed to be. All right, so we're going to go to the next block. Not the next hole operation, but the next block. I'm going to do the bolt circle. So I'll do a holes block, drill, center drill, 0.1 minus 0.125, using tool 1. Next hole operation will be a drill, using a drill. This one is number 7 holes equally spaced on a 2.2 inch diameter bolt circle. So we're going to go minus 0.3 to break through using tool 3, which is my 201 drill. Next hole operation will be the locations. I'm sorry, will not be locations. We're going to delete that. So I'll highlight the operation, delete hole operation. Now I can insert a new one, and it will be bolt circle. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes in the bolt circle. The center is 2.75 in X, 2 inches in Y. The radius, again, this is a 2.2 bolt circle, so I can do 2.2 divided by 2 if I'd like, or just type in the 1.1 either way. My starting location, I'm not going to worry about the 25 minutes here, but you'll see if we go to the 6 o'clock position or the 270 degrees, we are 20 degrees and 25 minutes shy of that 270 degrees. Again, I'm not going to worry about the 25 minutes here just for this class. We're just going to make that 20 degrees. So I can do 270 degrees minus 20, and that'll give me 250, or the location of that first hole. I don't have any holes to skip in this one, so that is done. We can hit the draw button and we'll have a bolt circle. Okay, so we'll go up and highlight block. We'll do the next block. I'm going to do the 4 holes around that frame. So holes, drill, center drill, 0.1 minus 0.125, tool 1. Next hole operation will be drilling with a drill, minus 0.3 to break through. I'm using tool 3, which is my 201 drill. These 4 holes actually get drilled and tapped, 1/4-20s. So 201 is my tap drill. Next hole operation will be tap. I'm going to rigid tap because I have it available to me. 0.1 minus 0.3 also to break through because these holes are through holes. I don't need to dwell or peck in this case. Select my tap. And now we're going to do the next hole operation, which will be locations. So our first location is going to be 1.78 in X. We can see that in the upper left corner there. 1.78. Our Y location will be the bottom left corner, and it is going to be 3.95. Our next location will be the same X. We'll do that upper left corner, and we're going to add 1.95 to our Y. 1.95 plus enter. The next one, we're going to the upper right corner. That will be 1.95 in X from where we currently are. So 1.95 plus enter. That'll be the same Y location. And now we're going to do the one in the bottom right corner, which will be the same X. And in this case, we're going to take that 1 inch 950, subtract it. So 1.95 minus enter. So that gives us the 3 inches 950. Let's go ahead and draw that to make sure everything looks right. And it does. There's our drill and our tap. All right, so the next hole operation, I'm going to go ahead and mill that little frame inside of those holes I just drilled. So next block, make sure we're highlighted on the block number. Next block, it's going to be milling frame. It wants to know one of the 4 corners of the frame. Well, we can find that by the numbers on the print here. X will be 1 inches 950. I'm going to find that bottom left corner. The Y will then be 3 inches 870. The width in X, 1.6. The width in Y will be 2.1. 0.1. Let's go down 0.3 to break through. The corner radiuses are 0.125. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch end mill, so that should be just fine. I don't need to form those. The tool will do it. We'll use tool number, let's see what tool number that was. Tool number 5. I'm going to make this a pocket boundary. I'm going to spiral outward from the center, stepping over 50% of the tool. I don't need to peck. There we have our frame. All right, let's do the mill circle in the middle of the bolt circle now. So again, we're going to highlight block number, next block, milling, circle. The center, 2.75. The Y, 2 inches. The radius is 1.5 divided by 2, so 750. 0.1 minus 0.3. Using tool 5 again. And we will pocket boundary this as well. Again, outward, 50% step over is fine. There's that. And now the only thing that remains is our mill frame that's going to be a slot. So we're going to highlight our block number, next block, milling, frame. Now, we need to determine one of the theoretical corners on this frame. So it looks like it gives me the distance to the centers of the radiuses, and it gives me the center of the slot in X. So I'm going to need to do a little math here. I want to find that bottom left corner. So the way I do that is going to be the 8.25 minus 0.63, which is the radius. So in X, we're going to go 8.25 minus the radius of 630. That gives me an X of 7.62. I'm going to need to do the same thing for the Y. It's giving me 1 inch 625 up from the bottom to the center of the radius, or the arc, but I need to know where that bottom left corner would be. So again, I'll do 1 inch 625 minus 630. 1.625 minus 0.630. So that gives me the bottom left corner of that frame. Now, the width is going to be 630 times 2. So 0.63 times 2. And the length will be 4 inches plus that 1 inch 260. So the 4 inches is the distance center to center of those arcs, and then we have to add the radius on either end. So that's going to be 5 inches 260. 0.1, we'll go down 0.3 to break through. The corner radiuses are going to be 0.63. Let's use tool 6, which is the 3/4 inch end mill that I had set up. And again, we'll make this a pocket boundary. Outward, 50% step over, all that's fine. And there we have our slot. So that's a finished part. So hopefully you were able to walk through that on your own. If not, you can go back and watch some of those things there for the way I figured out those numbers and things and how we put it in there. Now again, for tool change optimization, we would typically, if we don't have tool change optimization on the control as an option, we have a couple of options here. I could either program around my tool changes as I go, or kind of the way we used to do it and the way a lot of people still do is I would, for example, I would copy this block. It has a center drill and a drill. I would copy it and paste it twice because there's 2 tools, deleting the drill from the first instance, and then delete the drill, the center drill from the second instance, and then I would copy and paste, putting these in order in the program around my tool changes. And the way I would do that, again, is I would highlight this, for example, delete subblock after I'd copied it. The other way we can do that is simply, if you have the tool change optimization option, would be to insert under miscellaneous, more, tool change optimization on. From that point in the program, it's going to use the optimization and it will center drill. It'll do all the milling, roughing, mill finishing, and then all of the center drill drills and so forth to finish that program.